Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ready.
51, Mike, 51.
X3, 218, chopper.
Switch.
Hit it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Mike,
180.
Mike's 56.
Go ahead.
You go night-night. Don't go night-night. 56. 56.
On second down and 4. Fitzpatrick got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm going to run you over.
On first and 10, Fitzpatrick. Got the connection here to Bourne. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches. Here's Fitzpatrick. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Bang, 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 bang. Echo, echo.
Play action. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
55 is my guy, 55. Yup, yo. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Here we go.
20! Wait!
Defense wins championships, baby. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ball game, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's downplay this a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins, he'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go. Get the plan.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in. Got it. 52, Mike, 52.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Off.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
Hey, defense, look around.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
You can't block me. Short. Mike 55.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Check. 55. Check.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's get it together.
4th down, here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And this one completes a read. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 12-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Geis.
I got him.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Haskins will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
Too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Mike's 50,
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch the run. 56. Mike, 56. Right. Hey, wahoo! You ain't going to...
Fitzpatrick to throw it. And he finds Parker here, complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go. Jam him, jam, jam.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fitzpatrick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get him for a loss of about 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Jeff, go, Jeff.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
You ready?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there. He'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage with 2 touchdowns on the season in this game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice round box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
You don't want.
Now it's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Stay focused. Come on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Matt Hawk now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Alpha! Watch the ship! Watch the ship!
Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 56.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Watch the curl.
Hey, zoom.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. So don't.
To throw on third down. Fitzpatrick. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it.
Let's go, baby.
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it'll bring up third down.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Come on, D!
New Mike 56.
Now it's Haskins.
Stop your whining.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right here.
Mike 20.
51. Mike 51.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Now a first carry for Bonnie Bernard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Watch the other.
Ballage.
Run. Get there, get there, get there, get there.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
That
up.
one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Right there, 56.
Hey, that QB's trash.
They'll run here with Ballage. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Mike 50.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
There, that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
That's it, baby. We got
Kendrick
6
Bourne,
on deck.
his first touchdown on the year. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Haskins now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now Haskins, he's going to fire one deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Don't throw this way.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We taking wins home.
Again, it's Balaj. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Bernard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Right 80! 56, right there, 56.
Stay with your man.
They run it with Balaj. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Left. Regular. Check. Crunch.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. They fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Taco Charlton in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated.
And he's going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Here's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it here with Bernard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go. I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved. See on the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Watch the pass.
Now Balazs.
Switch it.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And they drop just inside of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Miami, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready, break. Mike 57.
Know your job.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Wild Bill. Slam.
Protein spill.
Check the backer.
You're out. Mike.
Now they try the right side here. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Ready.
Now Miller to throw on third down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Tight left.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Throwing, Mariota. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. You don't want it?
Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
A first down throw for Mariota. Going deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Haywood. Now.
Mike 10. Mike 10. I don't even know why.
Now.
Miller now operating from the gun. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. That didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Miller. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Miller. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
And they'll give it here to the running back. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Go now. 10-2 stop.
I got
Go.
I got you.
Check. 55.
Five.
55 to Mike.
It's been long.
Go.
Miller on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Watch the safety creep. Deuce, 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 deuce. Shift.
Leo.
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On the double.
Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Hey, orbit.
All day.
Mike's 54. Mike,
Yo, get it.
Let's
Here's
go,
Miller
defense.
on 3rd and
Let's
2.
go, defense.
He's going to go for it all.
Here we go.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Miller. He gets it to Brown, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First down, Raiders.
Ready, set.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You
6-6. Pull it high.
watch the whip.
Ready.
Now Miller on 1st and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll come up now with a clock
50,
showing
play.
3 seconds to go here in the
Rip right,
first.
rip right. Jack.
Hard. Let go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
4 down, 4 down.
One.
Motion.
To throw is Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Cleveland Farrell able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. They go play action. Mariota, he sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
From the gun, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off.
Get ready.
And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 91 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Check 31.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Come on now, let's get
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Safety's creeping.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ringo. 51's the mic, boys, 51. I'm coming.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team They lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Mariota going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that.
I'm so confused. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. Sanders' kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
25-yard line.
On the set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
55! Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Go.
Looking to throw. Miller.
Guys, it's our time.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Mike, 55. Check.
Miller throwing on 3rd and long. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Going deep downfield for Roll. And this is caught inside the 5.
Let's go, baby.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And it's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start the next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
You don't want no problem.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right there in the middle.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
3 buzz.
Mike 55.
5.
Here's Miller from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey.
I got you, boy.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ready up.
55 to Mike. Check. 50.
Hey, wahoo.
Let's go, D. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Let's go.
Go.
It's our time.
Now.
On 3rd down, Miller. This will be caught by Brown. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Get him, boy.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
We ain't giving up.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Here we go. Here we
They
go.
were looking to throw,
Here we go.
holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On the ready.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Target.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
One.
Here's Mariota. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
You got tight right there.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
You got it.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
57. I don't think you got it.
2nd and 4. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
218, get it.
Now Miller on 1st down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Miller He's going to rifle one deep left side.
We ain't giving up
That's
nothing.
caught inside the 20. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
64, weak. Ready?
Looking to throw. Miller. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Give me the bell. Give me the bell.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Raiders 20, Titans 10.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Play fake. Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. 70.
The Raider
80.
offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Snap.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Miller now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
On the return, Jackson.
You ain't doing that today.
Loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
H3, 218. Chopper. Check 50.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. 4th down, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mariota on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. They were looking for Johnson that time. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
One.
Buzz.
Mario. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
61, matchbox lights.
He's scared. Check 3, check 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
Miller operating from the gun. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
On the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Go. Smoke.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Get it.
2nd and 5.
We ain't beginning to clear you up.
Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Break.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, 5.
Here's Miller throwing on 1st down to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit. Go.
Back to throw. Miller. And that will be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Bravo.
Mike 10.
Now.
Now Miller throwing on 4th down. And it's caught. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Ready, set.
10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Hey, Delta.
10's the Mike. 10's the Mike. Watch the slant. Come on now. Let's go.